Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 3 of Europa Universalis 4 as Castile. We've finished up our war against Granada and Tunis. We took one province from Tunis and all 3 of Granada's provinces, as well as a bit of cash. All of our diplomats are free at the moment, apart from the one we've got camped in France. Scotland quite like me. Let's go ahead and try improving relations with them. They could be useful in the war against England. We can invest in a Diplotech. We should definitely go ahead and do that. It would be nice to stay on the tech curve in this game. At the same time, we are losing a little bit of money. We are running at full maintenance, which we probably don't want to be doing. So let's go ahead and bump the maintenance down. We're getting a little bit of inflation as well. So one thing that we do want to try and do, we do have a looming disaster which is going up very, very quickly because we have a really, really crappy ruler. And there's no real easy way to get rid of that really, really crappy ruler. Let's go ahead and get the better military tech though. Definitely want to do that as quickly as possible. So yeah, the only real way to get rid of this would be to get rid of our king. And there isn't really an easy way to do that. We do have some Algerian and some Granadan separatists that might pop. They're not terribly huge at the moment, so I'm not overly concerned. We've got one army down here ready to deal with this one. We will add a few more troops to this army to make it a little bit stronger against the rebellions that we're about to get in our civil war. It would be nice if we actually had some manpower. That's what I was going to do. I was going to speak to the nobility and see if we could get additional levies. Their influence needs to be 40 or greater. So let's go ahead and... Right, let's... Renaissance has popped. So let's go and spend the prestige to give them some more influence. And then let's go ahead and raise additional levies. And that'll give us some manpower back there. We have done the coring. So we can now go ahead and start work on the conversions. That'll take a heck of a long time. We can go ahead and make these into territories. We totally should, because that will make it worth... well, we can instantly core them. Apart from that one, which we can't afford to do this month. Now we can. So that will help a little bit. Now, states demand control of territories. That's fine. Let's go ahead and... who is it that demands control, actually? The clergy. That's actually good. Because I'd like the clergy to help with the flipping of these provinces. Oh, there, that was... I looked at the wrong thing there. Did we just lose our king? We've got a revolt. Rebels successful. Did not see that one coming. That wasn't even our natural disaster, our looming disaster. What happened there? Right, okay. Let's go ahead and... that's what you get for clicking on pop-ups that are not the pop-ups you think they are. Let's go ahead and pick you up, because I think we're going to need the extra men. Let's march you down here. So this is going to be a little bit gnarly, but we'll get it done. We'll take care of it. We've just got to keep our eye on these Algerian separatists. In fact, I'm going to go over here and just... I can't even raise it anymore. That's fine. It's already got max autonomy. And it is being converted. Right, okay. Let us go and... well, we need to be at full maintenance. There's absolutely no point us trying to move in there without full maintenance. The separatism's going to be a pain in the neck, but... We'll deal with it. So let's get this 14k stack. And let's go and... You're going to march in over there, are you? Can we beat you there? We cannot. But let's go and take you out first, because you're the bigger stack. Which means you're the bigger problem. Right, okay, that went well. One of these stacks is going to go into this group, and the other stack's going to go and march down and deal with that group there. You're actually running out, that's fine, but we'll get there before you can do anything. And we'll take our forts back, and then once again we're out of manpower because of all these battles. So that's a little bit annoying. Okay, let's get you down there. We'll detach a siege and move you into there so you can get that undone. And I guess we'll just have to recover that manpower naturally. So let's get you... well, let's leave you here, actually, just in case that Algerian separatist starts to get pretty high, because then we can get you over on the ships quite quickly. We are still going to have to deal with that looming disaster. It's getting very, very close now. In fact, it's at 94.5%. It's about to pop. We may well even need to get some mercenaries here to help us out with this one. And at this point, we can't actually kill off our king. Lose 2 stability. What's going on here? Oh, culture becomes Castilian. I'm not too bothered about the culture. I'd sooner take the stability gain, if I'm honest. France, are you willing to be in an alliance yet? No, -3. Let's get mainly down to that army strength. If we could get that army strength a little bit higher. There isn't really an awful lot that we can do. We can offer them military access, but they don't want it, so that's not going to help. If they get in a war, if we get in a mutual war, that might help out. We've just got to wait for this disaster to pop now. That's going to be the issue. We've got no manpower. There we go. There's the Castilian Civil War. And again, it gives us a stability drop, which is annoying, and a load of nobles have risen up, which is also annoying. Luckily, they're in the province where we are standing. So we lose 2 stability, so we can either support Bobby, which will bring us closer to Portugal. We'll get a load of pretender regiments, or we can come closer to Aragon. Which is what we want to try and do. We'll support the Aragonese candidate, who we will give a new name. We will also call that person Bobby, because Bobby's been getting the crap end of the stick this time around. So you are Bobby. And we have a load of things to deal with. So let's go and march in and start dealing with some of them where we can. Luckily, this is one of those disasters that sort of, once it's done, it's done. And now the Portuguese are annoyed. So we want to take that fort back, ideally. Got some free manpower. Let's go ahead and just sit over here, because this is where we're going to get another 11 stack rise up from Portugal. So let's go ahead and deal with those. Yeah, these guys are going to go around and start trying to siege a lot of stuff out. So we've got to be careful here. We don't even have enough men to take them all out fully. Let's chase you down. Right, we've got that one. So let's chase you down. We'll worry about unsieging the provinces later. We'll leave the one with the fort for now. Gives us a little bit of time for our armies to try and recover some. I mean, we still have no manpower. We're 10,000 manpower short. But they do suffer attrition and stuff as well, so that's fine. So yeah, we need to get these sorted. Let's go and march in over there. Let's go and see if we can just go straight in and get these guys. Remember, it's our fort, so we are the defender. It's also our capital. Oh, no, you're marching your entire army in. Wasn't expecting them to reinforce, which is unfortunate, but at least we can deal with their entire army in one big go. They've rolled a 9. Now we have. Good. 3 to a 0. Not so good. 4 to a 9, and that should be just about done. Lose a stability or 25 legitimacy. We'll take the legitimacy hit. We really need to get our stability up. So what I was... wrong army. What I was saying is most of the disasters... Because I think we should be out of the disasters now. If I can find the right... what was it on? Is it on this one? Stability needs to be at least 1. Spawned rebels are not pretend fewer rebel controlled provinces than 1. Yeah, so we need to go ahead and boost up our stability. Which we cannot afford to do yet. But in the meantime, we need to kill off all the rebels, and we need to unsiege all of the places the rebels have taken. And then we boost our stability up, and then that's the disaster over. And we've still got the fact that we've got like no manpower left, but Castilian noble rebels are at 90%, so that's a potential problem. They're most likely to pop around Granada. Our missionaries aren't really getting much done. We knew it was going to be slow going with those guys. We've won that siege over here. Yep, we was expecting that to happen. I think we might lose this one. I just don't think we have enough manpower there to hold them off. I'm going to try and reinforce, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And we lost. And now we've actually committed with the second group. And pretty much lost our entire army. Okay, it is time to murk up. So let's go ahead and do this. Not too bothered about cavalry at this point. I'd just sooner have some infantry that we can use. So that was pretty nasty. I thought we were going to get there in time, but we did not. And they're teleporting off to somewhere. To Sevilla. So let's go ahead and get all of our mercenaries together. We want to give you one of the leaders. Shock is better than fire in the early game. So we'll put you in there. We are pretty much out of money, and that's a big stack. We do need to build that up. We are going to have to, unfortunately, take another loan. But we're in the middle of a disaster, so I guess that's fine. So let's go ahead and take... We'll just have a couple of cavalry, and then we'll get the rest infantry. We do, of course, want to make sure that we've got an army that we can defend ourselves with, because at the moment we've got nothing. We are starting to regain manpower now, of course, because we don't have a deficit, but there we go. We just renewed another loan. That was unfortunate. These guys are going to cost us, but I think it's fine. Luckily, the separatism doesn't stack. Okay, we've got 16k group there. Can we get in and take out this group first? I'm hoping we can. And I'm hoping those guys won't come straight in to try and reinforce. If we can take them out quick enough, that puts us in a stronger position. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Well, they're not moving to reinforce, which is good. There we go. We have taken out one stat. They are moving off somewhere else. Let's just split and try and unsiege a few of these provinces, because that is something that we do need to do. And then we'll sort of reform. And let's recall our diplomat from Scotland. How many relationships do we have currently? We have 3 out of 4. Scotland, would you be willing to have an alliance, perhaps? Yes, they would. Fantastic. They'll probably offer us a royal marriage. France, I'd still like an alliance with you. But there again, we've got no army, so that's part of the issue on that one. Yeah, we're going to have to sort of re-merge and get ready to take that army out. We need to get rid of them. Royal marriage offer from Scotland, which is exactly what we were expecting. Let's group you together and go and attack. Hopefully we'll be strong enough to win that battle. Even though we started off with a poor roll, we do have much higher base morale. Although they've got a couple of good rolls against us there, which really hasn't helped. They've got a lot of good rolls against us there. We rolled a lot of zeros. We might even... we just lost it. That was a very unfortunate... That was very, very unfortunate. Now, luckily for us, we have the advantage that their numbers don't reinforce. Ours do. So we're going to come back down here and try and unsiege that province. We can go up to +1 stability now. We probably should, because it will help to reduce some of the other unrest issues. So yeah, they're going to keep moving around, basically. Let's just detach a single siege and get the rest of you down here. We'll try and take this back if we can. Now, we don't even have enough men there to unsiege that. So they're causing us a lot of problems, but we will get it dealt with. Let's go and move you guys in over here. So they were 17k. I don't think they reinforce. They don't usually. Let's go ahead and group you up together. So we do have a rebel uprising, which will be Sunni zealots. Now that could be down here. So it could be in Gibraltar, but it could also be over here. It's probably going to be over here. You can always guarantee that's where it's going to happen. Yeah, you guys are still moving around. We really need to try and take this fort back if we can. So that's going to take some time. We're probably going to end up taking another loan. In fact, we have done, which is fine by me. It won't take very long at all for this army to sort of build back up in size. Negative 35%. The game really doesn't want to let me get any sort of fort control here. We do have... I mean, we can't... There's no point sort of blockading it, really. Those guys are just sitting there. We're going to try and reinforce our numbers. 12.8. Coming up to the end of January. 14.2. So it goes up quite quickly. France, how about that alliance? -5, and we've got -6 from army strength. So if we could get our army up, that would help. Oh, you're actually engaging me. That's interesting. Now, because they did control the province, we are classed as being the attacker, which means we get the terrain penalty. We did get a few unlucky rolls. We got a 9 there, which was nice. 0 to a 7. Oh, we actually won. I'm surprised. We did actually win that. Let's go ahead and, because we don't have enough men to unsiege this, let's go ahead and deal with that. So we'll get these provinces first. We know we're going to have some Sunni zealots spawn soon as well. So that is a little unfortunate. And we're going to have to start rebuilding our actual army soon as well. Lose some money for 10 prestige. Sure. I mean, we've already not got any money, so we might as well not have even less. And if we go over there, we might just have enough people to unsiege that. I'm going to go ahead and bring back the missionaries, because I don't think they're actually getting anything done. Their progress is... Yeah, you're negative at the moment on both. So having missionaries there is only serving to increase the zealot rebels. So we'll just bring the missionaries back. It's a waste of time at the moment. We need some more missionary strength and higher stability. Now, as soon as we get this... as soon as we unsiege this... And why do we still have all these forts on? Did we end up in a war that I wasn't aware of? No, it's just the ones they turned on. Mothball all forts. We can't turn this one off because, of course, it's sieged out. So as soon as we unsiege this, we should be able to get out of our disaster. Because we need fewer rebel-controlled provinces than one, and our spawned rebels need not be pretender. We've got 7 national unrest, so if we get rid of those, that'll help. Castilian pretender rebels. Yeah, look, 60% chance of a 29 stack. So we really want to get this dealt with as soon as possible, really. Ideally, I want to boost my stability up again, but that's going to cost me 154 admin points to be able to do that. So I just really hope that these guys get lucky, get a wall breach or something. I don't even think we could blockade it. I don't think it'd make that much of a difference. We are still losing money, but again, that's because we've got an entirely mercenary army, and we're having to reinforce it. Still 90% chance that Sunni zealots may pop. I'm half tempted just to go ahead and just harsh treatment these. especially this one. 200, yeah, no, we're not doing that one. That's a little bit more military power than I'm willing to spend. I've got a lot of fingers crossed that we can maybe get this province done. Let's just go ahead and take the trade fleet and just put them there and just see if the blockade does actually help. You should be getting repairs, by the way, which you're not. Yeah, so we are blockading there. We've got 100% blockade, so it might help a little bit. We'll see if that does work. You were supposed to be getting 2 more light ships that you appear to have never got, which is weird. So, negative 14% chance of us getting that one. Let's start rebuilding. Yeah, we've got that rebel uprising. Sunni zealots, Castilian pretender rebels. Let's go ahead and just start off with a infantry. I mean, again, we don't really have an awful lot of manpower to build up the army all that quickly. We have lost a general. It was the general leading this army as well. So I'm going to go ahead and break off one guy. So we can give you a general. I don't really want to spend any more military points, so we'll give you the general that we've already got. Because neither of our generals had any siege ability anyway. I mean, we could potentially re-roll and see if we do get a general with siege ability, but there's never any guarantees. So there's 90% chance that those Sunni zealots will pop. If they pop, I'm just going to let them at this point. 21% chance. Come on, game. Give me a lucky roll just for once. Let's go ahead and start trying to build this up. Let's go up to at least 5 infantry first. Let's keep checking on France. We are at -7, yeah, because our army strength is just pathetic. And obviously France's army strength has regrown. They did manage to retake these 2 provinces down here from England, although they still haven't managed to get these back. We will want to annex Navarra at some point. Let's go ahead and make sure we are improving our relations up there. Oh, you're actually now a vassal of France. Okay. If you're a vassal of France, then you're no use to me, really. So let's go ahead and do that then. I missed out on that one. I didn't see that happening. So at some point we probably will end up going to war with France, or we're going to have to go to war with Aragon, I suppose. That's right. We've end of the civil war, gain of stability. Castile's Aragon's opinion changes of us, but it's still negative. We are still rivals. They are in a war with Venice. We can convert some provinces to Catholic, but we're not going to bother right now. We're going to go ahead and turn that fort off because it's costing us some money. We're going to take the trade fleet and get them back to, not privateering, back to protecting trade. We'll get them a couple more light ships. And I am going to end the video here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Castile. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.